Hey guys, in today's video I've got JJ with us, and he's a fellow expat who, like me, lived in the Philippines for, well, he lived there 3 years, me 9 years, and we're going to talk about why the Philippines lost its charm for us and why we initially were attracted to the Philippines and what actually brought us here to Bangkok, Thailand. Stick around.
Sick of dreaming, want something more. Pack your bags, don't hesitate. Gio, let's go before it's too late. Time keeps slipping away from us. Keep living life.
All right, JJ, appreciate you coming on. This is, I think, the third time we've done a video.
I think so, yeah. First time here, though.
First time here.
In
First
Bangkok.
2 times in Dumaguete.
Right.
Yeah. I guess I wanted to start off with, by the way, your channel is JJ the Lonely Bull
In Asia.
in Asia.
Right.
And there will be a link in the description. But you lived in the Philippines 3 years. Now, were you, did you ever visit Asia before that? Or was Philippines the first visit?
Yeah, and the Philippines was the first
The first.
in 2015.
And that's the first time
That's
I
the
went,
first time.
2015.
And had a long distance relationship with
Me
a
too.
Filipina. She was at OFW
Okay.
in Hong Kong, and
Yeah.
she had Christmas break, and so we met in Manila, and
Uh-huh.
then took a long bus trip up to northern Luzon to meet her family, and
Yeah.
yeah, that was my first experience, and then I moved there in 2022.
Funny enough, my first visit, 2015, for a girl as well in Davao, and that was my first time out to Asia, and so I'm sensing a common theme for us and for, I think, most, honestly, the majority of expats.
Right.
It's because of a Filipina.
Right.
And I think the big draw is, one, for Americans, there's the American ties already with the military being there before. They speak English. They are very pretty and very sweet, on at least outward appearances anyway.
Right.
Yeah. And of course the English factor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Did it for
Well, what did it for me was I was working at a small technical college in Indianapolis.
Okay.
And our cleaning lady was Filipina.
Oh.
And I was just going through a divorce. This is back in 2012. And she'd get dropped off by her husband, an American husband, who was
Okay.
probably at least 70.
Wow.
And
Okay.
he'd drop her off. She was probably in her mid-30s.
Okay.
And I got to thinking, well, if this guy can do it, why can't I, right?
Yeah.
So I got on a dating site, met this
Yeah.
girl online, and
Sure.
flew out over Christmas break in 2015, and then we ended up breaking up. You know,
Yeah.
LDRs never last. So met another girl, flew back out
Yeah.
in 2017, and it's been going basically twice a year, going back
Yeah.
and forth from the Philippines. And then 2022, I actually got a job that moved me to Asia, so it was
Yeah.
perfect timing. So I went there to BGC for Bonifacio Global City for 1 year.
Right.
And my contract ended after a year, and I just stayed, retired.
Yeah. Well, and we're similar in that aspect, because I went to Cebu for a job, which I was there almost 3 years now. When you first got to the Philippines, it was initially, it's very exciting and charming, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was some culture shock, you know, and
Yeah.
especially that first time in 2015.
Sure.
Where you walk out of the airport looking for your Filipina, and
Yeah.
there's hundreds of them behind this fence.
Yes.
And I don't think they do that anymore, but it used to
No.
be you had to have a
Yeah.
ticket to get inside the airport.
Right.
So all these Filipinos are waiting for their foreign husbands or boyfriends to show up, and it's like, that is so surreal.
It is.
But that was the first culture shock, and then of course the poverty is so tremendous there.
That's the thing about the Philippines, is you can live in these little expat bubbles and you can almost pretend like it doesn't exist, but right on the edge you got stark poverty.
Right. Oh yeah.
And that's a big difference that I see, like in Bangkok, for example. I don't just walk out of my building and all of a sudden I'm in this stark poverty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty nice throughout.
And I had a lot of good friends in BGC, but they've all everybody's kind of moved away.
Yeah.
I've got one friend left in BGC. Everybody else has moved on.
Well, 9 years in the Philippines, I've made a lot of friends, but nobody really stayed, or at least stayed in one spot so much. And honestly, within my first few weeks here, I've been hanging out with more people than I have in the Philippines.
Yeah, I think it's a little, not to say that everybody in the Philippines, every expat is bad, but I think it's a different class of people here.
It feels like that.
It feels
for sure.
like it, yeah.
Yeah.
They dress better.
Yeah.
They look better for the most part. I mean, you get those
Sure.
expats that drink every day, and
I think those ones head to Pattaya, maybe.
Pattaya.
By the way, what's the name of this park we're in? It's called
Benjakiti.
Benjakiti Park.
Yeah, beautiful park. I mean, look at the scenery behind.
Yeah, just the scenery, and everybody comes here to go jogging and walking. So I just wanted to show that real quick.
Yeah, it's a great parade.
Yeah, that it is. Okay, so again, for me, it was exciting, and the dating and age gap, and going to some of these beaches and waterfalls. It was exciting. For a while, it was quite exciting for me.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of the newness and the dating and the women. You almost kind of like ignore the bad stuff for a while.
Yeah,
right?
You can do that. My first year, I was working for an American company, making American money. I mean, I was making really good money for the Philippines.
I was too.
And I was living life. I mean, I was going out all the time, going to the clubs, going on dates, date Filipinas, sometimes just a couple of dates, sometimes, a few weeks or a month, relationship. But that first year I was really going to town, and it was fun. And we'd go on, take my Filipina on a trip to, we go to, I don't know, Guimaras Island, or we go to Siquijor or something, and hit the beach, go to the waterfalls in Valencia, and things like that. And it was a lot of fun, But then, when my job ended, the big paycheck ended, so I had to budget a little bit. But still, in the Philippines, 2 years ago, the cost of living was still pretty low. And so I had a really nice condo, corner unit, 50 square meters, beautiful view of the golf course in Manila and Makati skyline. I mean, it was great. And then, I still dated, and then I met somebody and settled down, and she lived with me for over a year. But then when that broke up, I'd been traveling here to Thailand a lot since I moved here. So I just loved it, and I loved Bangkok. And every time I'd leave Bangkok, I'd miss it.
So what was it that drew you to like Bangkok?
Well, I think it was the contrast of living in the Philippines, and just kind of dealing with all the things that, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Philippines is a beautiful country and beautiful people. Yeah. And I would say 75% of the time things are great. Yeah. But it's that 25% that kind of gets to you a little bit. And I think you said it perfect the other day. You said, death by 1,000 cuts.
It is.
And there's all these little things that can really kind of get to you after a while, like the constant things out of stock.
Sure.
Common sense.
Right.
Customer service, or the lack of customer service. Yeah. Bad internet. Yeah. Bad traffic, obviously. Hard to get around. I mean, BGC is a walkable city, but if you want to get outside of BGC, it's a disaster to try to get a grab. I mean, it's almost impossible. And I originally went there because of the language. I thought, okay, language is good. I'll fit in. I'll assimilate pretty well. Yeah. And for a while it was okay. Sure. But even the language can be a barrier there.
Yeah, a lot of people think, they speak English, but that's not entirely true. I've hopped into many taxis.
Oh, taxis are the worst.
I've met many girls on dates who barely speak.
Right.
Like they would not completely understand. I wouldn't understand them. It was really broken.
Even in retail stores where you're trying to explain something.
Yes.
And they don't understand you.
Right.
So their response is just smile.
Yes.
Just look at you and smile. Right. And they hope and hope there's no conflict, because they hate conflict.
Yes,
in
they
the
do.
Philippines.
Yeah, they do.
So you just kind of walk away shaking your head.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'll go find it myself.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, it really was. It took 9 years, and I had different things that I would, I'd try out this city, I'd try out that, and it becomes exciting for a little bit, and then it is kind of the same thing again.
Yeah.
And I just got to a point. I last much longer than most people, I think.
Yeah, 9 years. That's pretty good. I think if you hit 10, you're probably there forever.
I probably
Be like a life sentence.
Yeah. But I had been to Bangkok before, but I just like how I'm not in a bubble. Like I
Right.
feel like I've got the whole place to explore.
Yeah, and
And,
Bangkok's so easy to get around.
It is I'm literally right outside the BTS. That's the Sky Train,
Yeah.
and yeah, I absolutely love it. Is there anything that you miss about the Philippines?
Well,
That if you could take one
the
part of it,
the girls are beautiful there, but of course they're
Yeah.
beautiful here. But
Yeah,
the dating's so much easier there.
oh yeah,
I mean,
it is.
you can be an old guy like me and date a young girl if you want to.
Sure.
Now, I always, that 30 plus was always my wheelhouse. That was always my comfort zone.
Right.
I just didn't feel like I had anything in common with a 20-something.
Sure.
And I don't, but I got a lot of friends that are my age that date.
Yeah.
They swear by it, and they love it. But they like the eye candy. They like
Yeah.
it's almost like their trophy wife.
It is.
You
Yeah.
know? The thing I don't miss, I saw a video of a vlogger the other day, and he's walking outside of his house. And he's walking down this, and I don't know if he's in Dumaguete or where he's
Yeah.
from, but he's walking down this road, and the first thing you hear, roosters,
Oh, yes,
roosters
yes.
crowing, and you can't hear him because
I think I sent that to you.
you did? Maybe
so.
maybe it was.
Yeah, the roosters and dogs.
Then the next step is all the dogs barking, and it's
Yes.
like, oh my God, that's province.
Yes.
That's province life in the Philippines, and that's not for me. I'm sorry.
Even in the city, sometimes it's like you got roosters, like
Well,
people keeping.
even in BGC, it's a big dog community, and they take their dogs everywhere, in malls, in restaurants,
Right.
and you got these little yippy yappy dogs that are barking
Yeah.
in a restaurant
Yeah, for sure.
all the time, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh my gosh, it's just kind of, and they don't seem to care. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. They just let the dogs, or if two dogs will meet and they'll start barking at each other, and they don't pull them away. They just let them bark for 10 minutes straight, and it's like, oh my gosh. So anyway, that's my rant.
Yeah, I agree.
But like you said, it can wear on you after a
does.
while
It does.
if you can't adjust. And when I came here, it's like none of that.
Yeah, there's not really. The only thing you have is the language barrier, which
Right.
has not been really a big issue for me.
Not here
You
in
know,
Bangkok, not in the main
Bangkok.
areas. No.
Couple last things. If you had to name 3 things that really sets Bangkok apart from the Philippines, what are the 3 things that just really like, oh, this is
The
why I
food.
love food, number 1, yeah. That'd be number 1.
The infrastructure and the
Yeah.
transportation ease,
Yes.
and probably the culture. I think the cultures. I think they say the Philippines has friendly people, and they do for the
Yeah,
most part.
they do.
But you get them on your wrong side, and they
Yes.
attack you. Relentless.
yeah.
They're relentless.
Well,
Leave our country.
Even in the comments on today's video, you'll
get
see.
it.
You'll see.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I'm glad you're gone.
Right.
What happened to the Filipino friendliness?
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we
but-
really haven't said anything
Yeah.
negative about that.
But I just think that Buddhist culture here, and in Vietnam too, is just kind of special. I think it's
Yeah.
really, I won't convert
No.
from Christianity,
But
but
they don't really expect you to.
no, they don't push that on
Yeah.
you. But I do respect the Buddhist culture, and I think
Sure.
that's really something here that's really neat.
I do, and they also like if a relationship ends badly, they're more like, well, karma's going to get you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus
Yeah.
a Filipino who really wants to destroy you,
Yeah.
go to immigration and report you, whatever.
exactly. Yeah, right.
3. I don't have any experience in this. I had a Thai girlfriend way back in 2016. That's really the only experience I had. But you've dated some. What are 3 differences? The last question. 3 differences from Thai to here.
They're a little slower in that process, that dating
Yes.
process. They want to get to know you.
Sure.
They want to make sure you live here.
Yes.
That's very important.
Yes. I've
In the
noticed
Philippines, it's almost like
that. They don't care.
you're my boyfriend the first day you meet. You're my boyfriend, and now I'm
even online.
I message you every hour. Where are you? Send me a picture.
What are you doing?
Prove where you're at. Yeah.
Did you eat?
Yeah. Did you eat? Yeah.
Yeah.
But here it's more like it's almost like they're playing a little hard to get.
Yes.
You know, and I don't know if that's purposeful or if it's just their nature.
Right. Sure.
But boy, I tell you what, if you're interested in having a relationship with a Thai girl, take your time. Understand that it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
Make sure you live here, and make sure she knows you live here, and you're not leaving.
Right. That's a big thing.
You can cultivate that relationship, and I think it'd be really good. I think it'd be a really good relationship.
Yeah. Anything else you think? A couple other.
I think I don't know. Every time I leave Bangkok, I miss it. So it's always great to be back.
Again, it's not a dig on Filipinas, but they seem to really be taking care of themselves. As I've watched these fit Thai girls jogging by.
Oh yeah. They dress differently here.
They dress a little more, and I've yet to really run into a Thai girl who says, "No, I don't work."
Right.
They all seem to work. Right?
Yeah. Or they just recently left a job and they're getting ready for another job.
Yes.
But that's in the city here. You don't know. We don't know. At least I don't know what goes on in the provinces. I have not traveled to any of the provinces, so I can't talk to that.
Sure.
But at least in the city, everybody dresses nice.
They do. That's why I've had
warm smiles. If you give them the why, this is why.
Yeah.
And say "Sawasdee Krap," they'll smile. I think they appreciate you attempting their language.
For sure. Yeah. Well, guys.
You guys should see what's on the other side of the camera.
I just want to see. There's just so many beautiful girls.
Oh my gosh.
Jogging and running by. So, guys, we're going to end it just looking at everybody coming in through here. Of course, now there's nobody coming through. But appreciate you guys watching. JJ the Lonely Bull in Asia. His link will be down in the description. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Pack your bags, don't hesitate. Gio, let's go before it's too late. Time keeps slipping away from us. Keep living like this. Away from us, away from us. Gio, let's go.